What's crackalacking, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to a brand new video. And today, we've got a lot of exciting news for Marvel's Avengers. Of course, the Future Imperfect DLC is out. The PS5 and Xbox Series X versions of the game are out. But for this video, we're actually going to go on ahead and react to what's to come after this. And that is a brand new DLC pack for Black Panther, coming sometime later on this year, as well as the roadmap that they announced. So we're going to take a look at that and break it down and talk about all those details. Now, of course, guys, don't forget, if you do enjoy today's video, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know what your favorite Avenger is to play as is so far in the game, considering there are two new characters in the form of course, Kate Bishop and Clint Barton. So let me know right now, what is your favorite character to play as down in the comment section below. With all that in mind, let's rock and roll. All right, so we're set up and ready to go on ahead and check out the trailer first and foremost. Without wasting any more time, let's do this. Let's check out this Black Panther trailer. Rated T for teen. Marvel. Square Enix. All right.
Dr. Rappaccini.
Things seem to be pretty chill.
Proposal.
Still dynamics.
I'm disappointed. You have the men.
Okay, that's sick. I like that we're actually going to get to visit Wakanda. That is very, very cool. I like that. Because again, that's one of the things that I kind of wish that this game had more of, is like varied environments, because a lot of the environments that we've gotten to visit so far have been very repetitive, and it's like the same kind of spots. So it's cool that we're probably gonna, oh my goodness, Wakanda forever. Yo, hold up. Okay, let's finish this. Let's finish watching this first. Black Panther War for Wakanda coming later this year. All right, hold up. Let's pause right here. So, what do I think of the costume? So I actually really like the design. I think they knocked it out of the park, which is something that I've been so inconsistently happy with for Marvel's Avengers. And what I mean by that is that I feel like some of the designs have been excellent, but then some of the designs were like, who's designing this? Like, have they ever seen these characters in the movies, in the comics? Just something. So I do like this design quite a bit. I like that it seems to kind of borrow from the movie, but at the same time, it does play quite a bit of more of an homage to what he looks like in the comics. So I do appreciate that quite a bit. I like the little diamond shapes and everything, like the really cool design throughout the entire costume. I also love the logo. I think the logo looks really sick. And then the rest of the costume just looking like Kevlar sort of armor looks very sleek as well. I like the gauntlets design, looks pretty cool too. I like that animation. And that's a cool tagline as well for Black Panther. As he assembles with the Avengers, he does not say Avengers assemble, he says Avengers with me. The title for the DLC is also cool. Black Panther War for Wakanda. Sounds good to me. I'm looking forward to seeing what that will actually mean. I also would like to go on ahead and mention that, of course, the reveal of this DLC was also accompanied by a bunch more details, which we'll talk about in just a moment. But the other thing that they did actually announce and confirm, we are headed to Wakanda and we will be facing off against Claw, which is like, hallelujah, finally a brand new villain. I don't know how they have hundreds of villains at their disposal, but for some reason we continue to fight Abomination, Taskmaster, and I guess kind of, well, now we did get a new villain with the new DLC, so we got Maestro. But the point here is that there's so many villains that are available to them to utilize that it's really nice that hopefully this means that we will go on ahead and get not only a brand new main villain to battle, which would be Claw, but also the hope here is that we'll finally get to battle something other than AIM bots and AIM soldiers. The hope is that Claw has created his own henchman army, and we'll actually go on ahead and get a chance to battle against them. So fingers crossed for that. So far, excellent reveal. The only disappointing thing about this reveal is the fact that this is coming out later this year. And when they say later this year, I suspect that this is most likely going to be like September or October. And there's a good reason for why I think that. And here's that reason, because along with the trailer, we got the reveal for this right here, which is the Avengers, or Marvel's Avengers, I should say, 2021 content roadmap. Now, hold up. okay, calm down. I know you're already taking out your pitchforks and ready to attack because you're probably saying, I can't stand content roadmaps. It's been enough times that we've been burned on these roadmap ideas where companies will reveal, like, hey, here's our roadmap. And then for some reason, they never actually follow the map. It seems like they're using some sort of a busted GPS. So I get it. Now, with that in mind, we still need to go on ahead and discuss the possibility of this roadmap and how it might play out and what we are in store for Marvel's Avengers. So let's kick things off. March is, of course, when you're watching this video, or hopefully when you're watching this video. Maybe you're watching this further down the line, but that was the release of Operation Hawkeye. There it is, as you can see, which was a new hero, villain, a bunch of stuff that was actually released along with that. That was very cool. I like the DLC. I've been playing it today. Really enjoyed it quite a bit. My dog clearly agrees with me on that. Now, it looks like in the springtime, we're going to be receiving 2 content patches of some sort. One will be titled the Tachyon Anomaly. I like that they're using a whole bunch of different Iron Man armors for that. Kind of has almost like an Armor Wars vibe. I don't know if that will exactly be the storyline that they might borrow from or something like that. But as you can see, as far as like descriptors for what exactly is the Tachyon Anomaly, it says play as any combination of your favorite heroes. Tachyon missions scaled for power levels 1 to 100. So these are going to be a new style of missions for us to go on ahead and tackle. Sounds good. At least it's some more content for us to deal with. Then we can see the Red Room takeover. It's clear that it's paying an homage to the Black Widow movie, so I'm guessing that that was probably intended or maybe will be actually released in tandem with the Black Widow film, which would mean that we're possibly going to get that somewhere in May, which would be pretty cool. I'd love to see that. Now, this looks like it's actually going to go on ahead and give you an upgrade to the harm room missions, which are those kind of like simulator training missions that you get to complete. And these are going to be titled the Red Room missions. So enter the Red Room with the new themed harm room content. Sounds good. Again, if it's going to be something fun and maybe even recreate some sort of minor fights or something like that from the MCU, that would be absolutely spectacular. The reason why I'm saying that is because along with this release, we're going to get new hero outfits. And during this content roadmap reveal, they said that they are working on designing suits that will be inspired by the MCU, which means that finally the long-awaited wait that we've wanted to see some suits and costumes based on the Marvel Cinematic Universe are on their way. And hopefully they're not that far away, because it would be a perfect time for them to release them as part of this Red Room takeover release. So that's my hope for that. Now, it looks like we're going to go on ahead and jump into the summer and beyond with the rest of the content that they have planned. And you can see that they are ordered in a very specific way, which means that War of Wakanda will be in the beyond part of that, because I'm guessing that the summer portion of that will be the Cosmic Cube and the Wasteland Patrol. Now, what are those going to be? Well, the Cosmic Cube seems to be a new Scientist Supreme villain sector. You also get to confront the unchecked power of the Cosmic Cube, which makes sense considering how that DLC right there ends. I don't want to drop any more spoilers than that, but it looks like that Cosmic Cube DLC might tie in very nicely into this DLC, which is cool because it looks like they're starting to like build on things, which is very nice, because before this, everything seemed to be a little bit more like, this is happening over here, this is happening over here, this is happening over here, and there's very few strings connecting everything. So I think that that's definitely cool. Now, the Wasteland Patrol seems like it's going to be a new Warzone mission type, which are going to be patrol mode. I don't know what that actually means. Will you be patrolling the wastelands and therefore taking down maybe certain attacks or bandits or something along those lines? Maybe Maestro sending his minions to do some of his bidding or something like that. I guess that's a possibility. But again, more content for this game sounds A-OK to me. The more, the merrier. And a new mission type is excellent because, again, sometimes the game definitely gets very repetitive. And so it's nice to be able to play something new. So I am very excited for that. The new war zones and assignments within, there will be new war zones and assignments within the Wasteland region, which again, sounds promising because hopefully that means that we will be, again, getting more variety so that things don't get quite as boring and repetitive as they used to. And then, of course, finally, you can see a nice little summary for the War for Wakanda DLC, which is the next big thing that we get to be excited for, because as you can see, this is going to be a lot of stuff included in this. We're getting a new hero, Black Panther. You get a new hero outfit, not just for Black Panther, for the other heroes as well. You get the power level cap will be increased at that point. So I guess basically what they want you to do, considering they increased the difficulty of getting XP, is to pretty much spend the next, I don't know, let's say 6 months to 8 months leveling up and maxing out your characters, so that then by the time that War for Wakanda is released, you get a brand new hero, and you now get to go back and increase the power level of your other characters by the fact that they will be increasing the power level cap. We're going to get new villains, including Claw, which is awesome. Again, the more villains, the merrier. Like, I just think that that's one of the elements that is missing from this game, is the fact that they seem to underutilize the vastness of the Marvel universe, which I've already said before. We're going to get a new story, which ties in with the War for Wakanda. My guess is the Claw is probably attacking Wakanda, and it's up to Black Panther and the other Avengers to stop him. You also get a new Wakandan jungle biome. Again, wonderful. We got the wasteland biome with this DLC. So it's very cool that we're going to get another new biome to explore with the War for Wakanda DLC. And we're going to get a new outpost, which I'm guessing has to be some sort of maybe like a lab, maybe Shuri's lab within Wakanda. So that's very, very cool. Now, aside from all that, they also did go on ahead and announce these two variables right here, which are the ongoing improvements, which is kind of what you would expect as it is. The one thing I will point out that I would really, really like to see improvements to would be the matchmaking, because the matchmaking is still horrible. It's very difficult to get into games with your friends still, which is a huge problem. And the other thing that I would like to see improved is actually the gear and progression. I'd like to see the gear be more significant instead of just feeling like it's like throwaway fodder and just a number. It would be really cool if they could somehow start to make the gear feel like it actually matters. I don't know how much they could go back and like actually rechange the gear so that like you can actually visually see it on your character. I don't think that's very likely. Maybe if there were ever to be a sequel to this game, that would be possible. But it right now, it just feels very, it's just a statistic and a number. It doesn't really matter what it looks like, even though they go through a lot of trouble to actually design unique looks for the armor and the gear. So I wish that that would actually matter more. Now, aside from that, they also did go on ahead and mention that the additional content and features that they're working on are, of course, like I mentioned, outfits inspired by the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Omega level threat missions, multiplayer mega hives, and they're going to go on ahead and give us more stuff to do once you've reached level 50, so that you don't feel like you've just reached like a ceiling and there's nothing else to do because you've just maxed out all your stats. So again, the question here is like, is this all going to happen, and will it actually feel like there's constant flow of content? If they stick to this roadmap, I'm very excited about what Marvel's Avengers might have in store for us down the line, because if we can get all of this released this year, and then possibly if they could drop another hero before the year wraps up, I kind of doubt that that will happen just because of how slow the content has been so far. But if we could possibly, let's say, get War for Wakanda in September, and then maybe in December they could drop the Spider-Man DLC or something else like the Ant-Man DLC, I think that would be spectacular. Again, that's just me. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Have an absolutely fantastic day. Peace out. See you later, alligators. Bye-bye, everybody.